A new year comes new opportunities. And if you're ready to see the country, gain some unique experiences, and have a change of scenery, travel assignments might be for you. Hello and welcome back to the Aureus 411. My name is Sadie and I'm on the social media team. Today I am joined with Sam McCart from the Imaging Division, and we're going to be talking about how you can get started in your travel career. Sam, thank you so much for joining me here today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Why don't you introduce yourself a little bit?
So yeah, Sam McCart. I've been with the company a little over a year now. Mainly, I'm in the imaging side of it. So mainly my states that I cover, most of Mississippi, parts of like Texas, California, and Utah. So some really good states to cover, and that's pretty much the long and short of it. So
Awesome. Well, thank you for doing that and being here to kind of talk to us about how somebody can get started with a travel career. So why don't you just tell me what are some of the benefits to doing travel work and why somebody should?
yeah, and so when we look at travel, obviously the first pull is you get to see parts of the nation, right? Parts you've never seen before. That's a huge draw for a lot of people, I think. Also the experience, you get to experience different trauma levels, different patient loads, things like that. And I've seen a few of our travelers actually get into a manager role or even a director role out of travel. So a lot of huge benefits for that aspect of it. But I think those are probably the main takeaways there.
Awesome. Yeah, those are some really great things, and even things I didn't think about with what could happen after travel.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you tell us what are some of the first steps somebody should do if they're looking into taking a travel assignment?
Yeah, well, so first off, you obviously want to get a hold of us and get in touch with one of our recruiters. They're going to be the ones that are going to build your profile, kind of see where you're wanting to go, what you're wanting to look into. And then from there, we'll build your profile, get you ready to be sent out to jobs. Now, of course, we would need a couple references as well. But then once your profile is 100% built, then we can start submitting you out to positions you're interested in. From there, you go through the interview process. And then also, if you're accepted, then they'll submit you an offer and you accept. And from there, it's onto the background side of things. So,
Yeah, perfect. Well, I know there's a lot going into building a profile, getting somebody ready to be submitted out. What are some other things travelers can do or people thinking about traveling to really put them in the best position to start a travel career?
yeah, so one of the things, obviously, depending on what your modality is, if you're a technologist, there's going to be certain states that require licenses. So some of the big states are going to be like California, Texas, Virginia, even like Washington and Oregon. So getting a jump on those are going to be crucial, especially if you want to go to those parts of the nation. Now, one thing to keep in mind too is we do reimburse for those licenses once you start working for us in that state. So that's a really nice draw for that.
You kind of touched on it already, the compliance, what happens after taking an assignment. Can you touch a little bit more on that, but also kind of let us know how long it would take for somebody who's just starting out to really go from start to taking that first assignment?
Yeah, so once you get that offer and you accept it, then that starts the compliance portion, right? So typically from start to end, average is about 2 weeks. It can take longer just depending on what the background results kind of come up with or how long it takes to get those. But generally speaking, about 2 weeks. Now, what happens there is somebody from our compliance team will contact you, set up your clinic visits, get all your clinic tests done, begin the background checks and things like that. So really, if you're looking for a best case scenario from start to finish, when your profile's done to when you're actually at the facility, between 2 and 3 weeks.
Okay, perfect. Well, I think the last question that I have for you is just why should somebody call us here at Aureus Medical to get started with traveling?
The big thing that we have is of course the teamwork, right? We're a huge team. You're not working with just one individual. You're working with 50 people, right? Because we're all on the lookout for you and what's in your best interest. So we are all looking for jobs. You might work with one recruiter, but then you're going to be filtered out to all the other account managers. And like I said, our main goal is to get you a job where you want to.
Perfect. And having that team work for somebody is just really great.
Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
well, thank you so much for joining me here
Yeah.
today.
Thanks for having me.
And if you're ready to start on your travel adventure, give me a call. I'd be happy to get you in touch with Sam or the rest of the imaging team.